Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Adam Bergman's Money Makers. I greatly appreciate you guys, and we already grew this channel to 369 subscribers. This channel is absolutely epic. It's growing faster than I ever thought it would grow. A lot of people that don't have YouTube don't understand, but nearly 400 subscribers in just a month, that's really good. And I wanted to say from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much. I greatly appreciate you guys, and I'm going to keep giving you guys bangers. Before I start, I just want to remind you, I did make an NVIDIA video earlier today. It's a solid video about NVIDIA. I know a lot of people come here for the PALANTIR, but NVIDIA is an absolute monster play. Definitely try to check out that video. I'm going to link it at the end of this video that I'm doing right now. This video, of course, is going to be about PALANTIR, ticker symbol PLTR. PALANTIR is obviously down for the day. PALANTIR was down yesterday. 2 days ago, it had a really beautiful up day. Why is PALANTIR down? Well, the entire market is down in a fear of a recession. And Jerome Powell came out and says that there is a possibility that instead of raising 25 basis points, which is 0.25%, he might be raising the interest rate 50 basis points or 0.5%. If this happens, this is in line with everything that we've already been knowing. We know that at the end of this year, they want to get the interest rates to 1.9%. That's why everybody is making such a big deal about this, and I honestly don't understand why, because it is as expected. However, what's not expected is the way PALANTIR is reacting, just like the rest of the market, because PALANTIR literally should be a Kevlar vest, and it should be bulletproof from all of this recession talk. Why? PALANTIR has been in business for 19 years. Let me repeat what I just said. 19 years. They only went public 2 years ago, but they're in business for 19 years. They worked with the government sector for 17 years before they came into the private sector and working with commercial clients. And if you take all of that into context, you understand why PALANTIR is such an absolute behemoth of a company. I've made several videos showing you that they're working with IBM, showing you that they're working with Amazon, showing you that they're working with Google, they're working with Ferrari, BMW, and so many other huge commercial clients. You don't just get that type of clout just coming on the market. You could understand what's going to happen in another 5 to 10 years with PALANTIR. It's going to be a household name, very similar to Tesla with EVs or Tesla with energy. PALANTIR is going to be the equivalent when you're talking about data. Nobody will be able to talk about data without mentioning PALANTIR. In this video, I intend to go over 2 upgrades of PALANTIR's price. I am going to read to you the understanding and the justification of why these analysts have upgraded PALANTIR's price and try to make sense of PALANTIR's future. If you think this video can benefit you, please watch a little further. This is an article in Seeking Alpha. It says PALANTIR Technologies gained on Friday after investment firm Piper Sandler raised the price target on the data analytics software company, noting it should see growth in its U.S. government business. Now, I want to note, they did raise their price from $15 to $16. And you might be like, oh, that's not a big deal. It's only $1. But you should note that that's around a 7% increase in the price, first of all. Second of all, it's important that they didn't downgrade PALANTIR. So any upgrade is a good upgrade. Plus, at $16, that's approximately a $4 gain from the price right now, or around a 30+ return on the current price of just south of $12 a share for PALANTIR. So it don't seem like a lot, but that $1 makes a huge difference when I put it into context. Analyst Wetson Twigg raised the price target to $16 from $15, and he reiterated the firm's overweight rating, noting that its largest U.S. government customer is the Department of Defense, but it has opportunities to expand into other areas. It's very good to listen to these analysts because they're going to explain to you the reasoning behind their price targets, and I like the words reiterate. Reiterate means that we came to a conclusion. When we reevaluated that conclusion, we confirmed that our conclusion was correct, and we have the same exact conclusion moving forward. So it means that nothing changed in the negative way for PALANTIR. And I quote, PALANTIR has gained traction with agencies beyond defense, such as the Department of Veterans Affairs and the Department of Energy, which could provide with ongoing upside, Twigg wrote in a note to clients. PALANTIR shares were slightly higher to $12.34 in pre-market trading. Well, right now we're definitely under $12. Twigg added that PALANTIR generated 44% of its 2021 revenue from U.S. governments and is expected to grow more than 20% this year, calling it a stable source of revenue. That's true. The government contract is always going to bring in slow and steady money. But we are expanding into the European market due to what happened in Ukraine with Russia invading Ukraine. So there is a huge additional TAM, total addressable market. Don't forget, Palantir only works with the United States and her allies, which means they're limited with the countries that they could work in, which means that if the country doesn't want to work with you, then we are even more limited. But our circle just got a lot bigger with this invasion because a lot of people understand it's not all rainbows, it's not all unicorns, and the world is a bad place. So you need to prepare for what Alex Karp calls a black swan event. What is a black swan event? Russia invading Ukraine out of nowhere is a black swan event. In addition, Twig pointed out that COVID-19 was a catalyst and could provide long-term benefits for Palantir as it expanded its partnerships with several government agencies, including the Center of Disease Control and Prevention, the National Institute of Health, the Food and Drug Administration, and the Air Force, as is looked to rapidly adopt technology to track, case, and utilize resources during the pandemic. On Wednesday, investment firm RBC upgraded Palantir, citing several reasons, including Russia's invasion of Ukraine. So that was the first upgrade, from $15 to $16. This was another upgrade. So this upgrade was on actually Wednesday, and it was from the investment bank RBC, and they upgraded Palantir from $9 to $12, which means right now they're in the price target of where they believe they should be. Don't pay too much attention about the price. Pay more attention that they raised their forecast on Palantir from $9 to $12, which is also an upgrade to a hold. So before they were downgraded, now they're neutral, a hold. But they upgraded, and I want to read why they upgraded. Again, it's very important to understand the mechanics and reasoning for why they did that. Analyst Rishi Jalari raised the rating of Palantir to sector from underperformed to boosted price target to $12 from $9. Noting that federal spending around the world is likely to increase as a result of the war. Guys, I've been saying this for the last month. As soon as Russia invaded Ukraine, I said it before Alex Karp even said it. I think I was the first YouTuber that said it. I'm not taking credit for it, and it sucks what's happening, but I'm just saying, give me the likes, give me the shares, and give me the subscribe, because I do give you some good stuff. And I quote, "We believe as the war drags on, governments around the world are increasing their defense spending, including against cyber attacks, and we expect Palantir to be a beneficiary of the trend." Julia wrote in a note to clients, though he added it could only be a short-term tailwind. I don't agree with him with the short-term tailwind. I believe that this is going to be forever. Palantir is going to reap benefits, reap rewards about what's happening in this very unfortunate situation. Not short-lived, very long-lived. And it's actually going to spiral into a lot of bigger things. In addition, Gilera pointed that Palantir management team is likely to stop investing in special purpose acquisition companies or SPACs going forward, which had proved controversial from investors. SPACs are basically businesses that are just coming onto the market. Palantir invests in them, and by investing in them, they use Palantir's software. So Palantir is trying to do a proof of concept into a proof of action, which means Palantir's platform helps these companies become successful. I'm personally invested in two of them, Wejo or WeJourney, and Lilium, which is eVTOL, electrical, vertical, takeoff and landing. Guys, definitely check out my videos if you want to get into those companies. I have great coverage, especially Lilium. Nobody's covering it for some reason, and I think I'm the biggest YouTuber who's covering it, which is pretty funny. Lastly, shares have fallen 48% since RBC downgraded the stock in November 2021. Compared to a 15% decline in the NASDAQ. So we're down 48% compared to 15% of the NASDAQ. It's definitely not looking good. However, things are looking a lot better, as you can see with all of these different upgrades. And just to show you, the current price of Palantir is $11.93. We are at a 52-week low, or nearly, which was $9.74, which we bounced off of. I still consider us very close to the 52-week low. I would really like to see us next to that $30 range. However, in my personal opinion, not financial advice, I'm just an entertainer and educator. Anything under $25 is a great price for Palantir. I've been saying it for quite a while. Thank you once again. Please have a great weekend, and don't forget the likes, shares, and subscribe.